The biggest cybersecurity threat may already be inside your organization. They're not a hacker in a hoodie. They're your coworker, your contractor, or even a trusted partner with access to your systems and data. And that's what makes them so dangerous. They already have the keys to the kingdom. Every organization, from federal agencies to private enterprises, faces this invisible challenge. How do you detect a threat that looks completely legitimate? For years, we focused on perimeter defense, firewalls, encryption, and intrusion detection. But insider threats operate within that perimeter, where traditional tools can't see intent or motive. The question is no longer if insiders will cause harm, intentionally or accidentally, but when. That's where artificial intelligence steps in. Machine learning is giving cybersecurity teams something they've never had before: the ability to identify subtle behavioral changes in real time. AI doesn't just analyze actions, it learns patterns, relationships, and context. It understands when an employee's behavior suddenly shifts, when access levels no longer match job roles, and when activity crosses invisible boundaries that human eyes would miss. At the Department of Homeland Security, where I served as Deputy Director in the Cybersecurity Service, we learned that insider risks often reveal themselves long before an incident. Employees who begin downloading more data than usual, accessing new systems, or logging in at strange hours may not trigger alarms, but they do leave patterns. AI systems can see those signals instantly, scanning millions of logs at machine speed. What once took analysts days or weeks to correlate, AI can identify in seconds, and the technology is only getting smarter. Modern machine learning models now analyze data from across multiple sources: identity management systems, email communications, endpoint logs, and even HR data to build a complete picture of human behavior. When combined with context, these models can detect intent before it becomes a breach. Imagine a system that not only alerts you that someone accessed a sensitive file, but explains why that access doesn't fit their usual behavioral pattern. At the IRS, where I helped lead enterprise modernization efforts, we faced similar challenges. We were responsible for protecting enormous volumes of sensitive taxpayer data, a prime target for insider misuse. By deploying AI-driven behavioral analytics, we could finally move from reactive incident response to proactive risk anticipation. The system didn't just flag anomalies, it learned the rhythms of legitimate work and helped analysts focus on the few cases that truly mattered. That's how you turn data into intelligence. But let's be clear, AI isn't magic. It has limits, and it's only as good as the data you feed it. If the training data is biased or incomplete, AI can misinterpret behavior, misidentify threats, or even unfairly target certain users. We've seen examples of that across industries. AI models that mistake normal system maintenance for malicious activity, or miss red flags because they weren't trained on the right context. That's why governance matters. AI must be transparent, explainable, and ethical. At Virginia University of Science and Technology, where I now serve as Cybersecurity Program Director and Academic Advisor, we emphasize that AI should be a partner, not a replacement for human expertise. Humans bring empathy, situational awareness, and context that machines still lack. The most effective cybersecurity teams are hybrid, combining the pattern recognition of AI with the intuition and judgment of experienced professionals. Another critical challenge is privacy. Monitoring user behavior is sensitive territory. Organizations must strike the right balance between protection and trust. Over-monitoring can harm morale and create a culture of fear. The goal of AI-powered insider threat detection isn't surveillance, it's prevention. It's about protecting both the organization and its people from harm, while maintaining respect and accountability. Looking ahead, AI is evolving from reactive alerting to predictive insight. Future systems won't just detect suspicious behavior, they'll anticipate it. By correlating data across systems, they'll forecast which users, departments, or assets are at highest risk based on activity trends. Imagine being able to see not just what happened, but what's about to happen, and taking action before damage occurs. That's predictive security. In the next few years, we'll also see deeper integration between AI, zero trust architectures, and identity governance. Every access request, every privilege escalation, and every data transfer will be analyzed in real time by machine learning models designed to validate trust dynamically. This will fundamentally reshape how CISOs and risk managers think about insider threats. The conversation will shift from how do we detect breaches to how do we predict and prevent them entirely. But none of this will matter if leaders can't connect the technology to business outcomes. Boards and executives need to understand not just how AI works, but what value it brings. AI-driven insider threat prevention protects reputation, reduces downtime, and strengthens compliance. It turns cybersecurity from a cost center into a strategic enabler of resilience. Ultimately, the future of insider threat defense isn't human or AI. It's human and AI. AI provides scale, speed, and pattern recognition. Humans provide judgment, ethics, and purpose. Together, they form a defense model that learns, adapts, and evolves faster than the threat itself. I'm Dr. Derek A. Smith, Cybersecurity Program Director at Virginia University of Science and Technology, and retired from the Department of Homeland Security. I've seen the power of AI to transform how we defend our data, our organizations, and our people. If we use it wisely, with integrity and vision, it will redefine what's possible in cybersecurity leadership. Let's build the next generation of AI-driven defenders together.